Hey there, Mike Grady here. Just wanted to go over what exactly am I looking for? What is an ugly house? And when you find them, of course, then you want to put them into a deal machine so that we can actually talk to the owners. But I just want to go through some of the houses that I've put into a deal machine so you can get a feel for what I'm looking for. So if we take a look at this property here, this is within 5 miles of my house. And I actually live in a fairly nice part of Lakeland, Florida. But what I want to point out to you here is you can see that the vegetation is very overgrown. So that's a first sign. The second sign I see is if you notice up here where the gutter has fallen off of the house. Okay, that's a second sign. Third sign, take a look at that roof. See how much black there is on that roof? Now, that lets me know that that roof is really old and it's probably not leaking yet, but it's getting to the end of its life. The third thing you want to look at is, see right here where we've got this, in a fairly nice house, we've got a window air conditioning unit. That probably means the central air is probably not working and they couldn't afford to fix it. So they went out and bought a window unit just so they could plug in to keep that room cold. Now, the fourth thing I want you to take a look at is, this is kind of subtle, but I took this picture about 2:30 in the afternoon, and look right here. You've got a light that's on in the middle of the daytime. That probably means that this house is vacant. So again, if you're driving down the street and you're looking, what properties are you looking for? Well, you're looking something like this. First of all, tall grass, overgrown bushes. Second, gutters broken, hanging off the sill. Third, bad roof. Fourth, window shaker in a house that should have central air in a nice neighborhood. And fifth is there's a light on in the middle of the daytime. And again, this house was within 5 miles of the house that I live in. So let me go to the next slide. Now let's take a look at this property. Again, this house was within 5 miles of my own house. Now take a look at what we got. Again, we've got grass that's kind of tall, but look in the backyard. The backyard, the grass is really tall and hasn't been cut. The other thing is, notice how the garbage cans are in front of the garage door. That means nobody's going in and out of that garage door. Second, there's a ladder leaning against the garage door. So that means that nobody's going in and out of that garage, and obviously somebody's doing repairs because nobody just leaves a ladder in the front yard. And third is, the other thing, again, it's kind of subtle, but notice how the shades are all the way drawn and the shutters on either side of this window are not actual shutters. They're just some 1x6s or 2x6s that have just been put up there temporarily in place. They're not even painted. So these are the things that you're looking for houses that are having some sort of repair problems. So if I go to the next, now, again, we see the telltale sign of unkept grass, hasn't been cut in a while, and of course the overgrown weeds. But the thing to look at here is, notice how there are postings in the window, in the front window. I did not get out of the car, but I'm going to guess that those are postings from the county letting this landlord know, or letting this homeowner know, that there are problems with the house, like mow your lawn. So that's where you see citations, and that probably means the house is vacant and the city wants the property kept up. And a property like that that's become a nuisance to the city, if the owner is not in the property, that is a property that we're interested in because that has become a problem for the owner. So let me go to another one. Now, this looks like a really nice house in a really nice neighborhood. The grass is well kept. It's got a beautiful brand new aluminum roof. Everything looks great. But what's different about this one? Well, when I was driving by, and you can't see it in this picture, but there's actually no furniture in this house, and there's a moving container in the driveway. All right. So basically what that is somebody probably got transferred or what have you, and they haven't had time to sell it. I don't know, but this is a very nice house, but this might just be a problem. And I took a picture of this and I'm going to mark it to it because there's a moving container in the driveway. And then lastly, let me show you this one. And again, we have the telltale signs. We've got overgrown trees. We've got grass that hasn't been cut in a while. And the reason I took a picture of this one is if you notice, in the driveway in front of the garage door, we have pallets of shingles. If there's pallets of shingles in the driveway, that probably means there's something wrong with the roof. It might not be on the front. There might be something wrong with the roof and the back of the house. So again, this is another great property to take a look at. So these are the properties that I found I wanted to share with you. These are what I'm looking for. These are the ones you should be looking for in your neighborhood. And I want to let you know that all of these properties were within 5 miles of the house that I live in here in Lakeland. And I put all of these in about 20 more leads into Deal Machine. And it only took me about 60 to 90 minutes, a little bit over an hour. So this is actually very easy to do. And hopefully that'll give you a little bit more of an idea of what I'm looking for.